To a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it. He's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he has at hand. His entrance here, what a ring walk, just brimming with confidence, ready for the task at hand.
Fighting out the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Corrales and his opponents. Final the blue corner, Corrales.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Tucks those elbows. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Diego Corrales is down. First knockdown of this fight. It's gonna be interesting to see how he recovers here.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Blocks away that headshot. And his eye is starting to swell. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Teddy, what do you think is the most misunderstood about the lower weight classes?
Well, I think people don't realize how big those people have to be. I know that sounds crazy because they're smaller guys, but they have to be big in all the other dimensions, with discipline, with confidence, and with their technical approach, their technical development. They have to deal with guys that are really fast. The bigger guys don't have to deal with all those elements.
Corrales blocks it away. Chico able to land the counter punch. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Diego Corrales. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good counter punch from Corrales. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Good counter punch from Corrales. You go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
And Corrales able to block that punch. Chico able to land the counter punch. Corrales with a blocked punch. Well off the mark by Erik Corrales. Protecting his head well with his guard. Chico able to land the counter punch. Work. 2 clean shots get in by Erik Corrales. Teddy, you've made the point a few times that, hey, it's nice to have something where you got the superior advantage. In this case, he's got the speed. But you can't fall in love with it too much.
No, because what happens then, you're like a teenager that gets one of those sport cars. He gets carried away. He doesn't respect the speed yet. And he starts to run red lights. He starts to do things that he shouldn't do. And that's what's happening here. He's starting to jump in with those quick hands. He figures he doesn't have to respect the dimensions other guys have to. And when he's jumping in, he might get caught. There might be a cop there or a punch there to nail him.
Move your head more, side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Left, right. You need to double up your punches all night. Beautiful, nice movement. Keep that up. Moving.
Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus.
And round number 3 is underway. It's a nice counter punch by Erik Corrales. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Nice block by Erik Corrales. He has to be better defensively, Teddy. You can see the damage that his eye has taken. The swelling's getting really bad. How does he do that? How does he shore up that defense?
Well, first of all, he's got to start moving that head. He's standing too straight up. If he gets a little head movement, a lot of those punches that are landing, they'll start going over the shoulder.
Halfway through this round here. Good counter punch from Corrales. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Erik Corrales. Parries that punch intended for the head. Erik Corrales has got to deal with a cut cheek. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Diego Corrales. Very clean offense from defense by Erik Corrales. Nice strike after catching one by Erik Corrales. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good combination. Good counter punch from Corrales. Last 10 seconds. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Here we go with the fourth round. Good block by Corrales. Able to dismiss that body shot. Wow, crushing blow upstairs. Able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Blocks away that headshot. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Use your feet.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. A nice counter punch by Erik Corrales. Both men digging in with uppercuts. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but pretty easy to get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes, too, is besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, marking it down, also it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pocket. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
Corrales able to block that punch. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind him how he got there, because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
And we're gonna cut it. Nothing. Because nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock survive.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. It's got the look of a fight that's going to go the distance. But I'll tell you this, Teddy, it'll have lots of action right to the final bell.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling this is like a throwback fight, and these are the mentalities of these two fighters. If you told them it was a 20-round fight, like the old days, a 30-round fight, they would somehow find a way to go the distance.
What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Halfway into round number 5 here. There's the old 1-2 coming after him. Good counter punch from Corrales. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
Good block by Morales. Morales blocks that punch. 10 seconds to go in this round. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Okay? Keep simple. You're making this harder than it is. Focus on me. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. punch from Corrales. Diego Corrales' jab on the outside. That has really been the difference maker here, hasn't it, Teddy?
Yes, it has. But the most important thing is, everybody says, hey, just use your jab to control the outside. Hey, jab's a great weapon, but it can be very dangerous. You throw it from a little too close, you could get countered with that right hand. He's throwing it at the perfect distance, getting full extension on that punch.
Blocks the headshot. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Erik Corrales. Good defensive skill. Now there's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. Corrales counters.
Let's see some more head movement.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Keep it going.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Seconds remaining in this round. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Don't worry about it. Get in your rhythm, okay? I want to see more jabs. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Well, with the start of this round, we've reached the halfway point. It'll be interesting to see what we're in store for down the stretch of this fight.
Keep your head moving.
Diego Corrales is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Finish with the hook. Keep the head moving. Head moving. Keep moving.
Able to cover up that gut. Accurate counter punch by Erik Corrales. Not able to land the headshot. Corrales counters. Halfway through this round. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. a well-placed counter by Erik Corrales. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Gets rid of that effort.
Keep moving around the ring.
Good way to protect the midsection. That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
All right. We're going to cut. Nothing. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. You're controlling this. Keep it up.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Showing you some defense there with the block. A headshot blocked. Diego Corrales is able to avoid that punch. Very nice. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Erik Corrales is in bad shape.
Come on now, work it out.
Oh, what a great ability to recover. Good way to protect the midsection. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Blocks that punch. And Corrales able to block that punch. A nice counter punch by Erik Corrales. Good looking right hand after he got hit. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Well, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's get on that squad. Get the compress on.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. And Corrales able to block that punch. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Erik Corrales. Erik Corrales is doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. On the mark with the combination by Erik Corrales. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Erik Corrales. Erik Corrales is not sticking to his style at all. He got away from what had gotten him in trouble. Remember, he was rocked earlier.
Yeah, it's like being in the Grand Prix. You know, you're in that race, and all of a sudden you pull into the pit and you say, you know what, I got to change my tires. You know, I'm just not getting traction out here. You know, I almost went into a wall. Well, he's changing his tires, changing his plan.
Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He's in a tough spot. There's no way around it. The eye is swelling so badly that we could see an end to this fight.
Yes, it is, but it's not an impossible spot. It's not a spot where fighters before him have not been in and have not survived and even won it. You look at Colin Basilio when he fought the late, great Sugar Ray Robinson. You know, his eyes were closed. He found a way to win.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
That's nothing. Don't worry about it. Nice. Nice, but you're doing well.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Able to land the counter punch. And Corrales able to block that punch. And a smart counterpunch by Erik Corrales. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Erik Corrales has got a cut, and it looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help, whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
And Corrales able to block that punch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Erik Corrales has got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened, and if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
Protecting his head well with his guard. One minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Blocks the headshot. is hurt and damaged, but he's doing a real nice job of just staying away from the danger.
And now he's got to find a little bit of a way to create offense without getting into that danger zone again.
End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
You gotta work, you gotta work. This is it. You have to work. Cut nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing. Worry about it.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Corrales with a block punch. Good way to protect the midsection. Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Some sharp offensive maestro work there by Erik Corrales. Oh! Erik Corrales' legs look shaky. He was hurt.
All right, come on, guys. Work it out, no holding.
That is it. This fight is over. Diego Chico Corrales has got himself a TKO win. The ref has waved it off. Diego Chico Corrales is your winner by technical knockout.
Saw a little bit of everything tonight. You know, you saw he could fight inside, outside, and you saw he had a pretty good set of whiskers too.